Andre, I'll let you kick it off. Go ahead, Andre.
Hi, good morning to you all. Happy New Year. It's great to speak to you guys again. Excited about the new year. It feels it's still very busy off season for us, and we're working obviously on our strategy for the draft now that it's coming, but also working on new signings, and and hopefully we'll have very good news soon to share with our fans, with you all, and excited about the 2022 MLS season coming soon.
Alrighty, Nico.
Hi everyone. Hello and happy New Year. And as Andre is saying, we're still having a hard working during this off season. We've, as you know, it was announced early in at the end of the 2021. The new coaching staff, we're working together. We have Miguel and Javi in Spain. Their visas have been approved, and now it's about time to get them here. Exciting having them here. Also working here with Peter, Trio, Freddie, and Ardi, preparing the preseason and preparing all the things that we'll need to be ready to start in a good shape.
All right, thanks, Nico. Thanks, Andre. We'll open it up to questions focused on FC Dallas preseason, FC Dallas offseason, and Tuesday's 2022 MLS SuperDraft. Again, I can't believe we're talking about 2022. We just ask that you direct to whom you're asking the questions, so Nico and Andre know to whom they're speaking. And as we're all kind of getting to know each other, please just identify yourself and who you're representing. As we're dealing with everything sort of remotely and virtually right now, it helps so that Andre and Nico both know who they are speaking to. And we'll kick it off with Abraham. Go ahead, Abraham.
Hola Nico, buenas tardes, buenos días todavía, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, Abraham, ¿qué tal?
El periódico Al Día. Nico, una pregunta para ti, un par de preguntas. ¿Va a ser prioridad para ti rescatar a Franco Jara?
Sí, bueno, vosotros y todos conocemos lo que Franco puede dar al equipo. Yo creo que es una excelente persona, un gran profesional que lo ha demostrado durante todos estos años aquí en FC Dallas, y él está con muchas ganas. He hablado con él estas últimas semanas y bueno, tanto él como Jesús van a ser piezas muy importantes en la parte ofensiva del equipo.
¿Qué te ha dicho Franco en cuanto a que no ha podido mostrar su capacidad goleadora en estas dos temporadas para el equipo?
Bueno, él no ha entrado en detalles sobre esto, pero es obvio que cuando un chico como Pepi, tan joven, viene arrasando de esa manera, la única manera que uno tiene es resignarse, trabajar duro como Franco hizo durante este tiempo y ver la evolución de un jugador de la calidad de Pepi, como vimos, ¿no?
¿El sistema que piensas implementar en esta temporada sería alimentar de balones a Franco Jara para que él finalice las jugadas?
Bueno, tanto Jesús como Franco tienen perfiles similares y diferentes en cuanto a movimientos y lo que pueden aportar al equipo, y dependiendo de quién juegue, pues tendremos que adaptar ciertas cosas para resaltar sus cualidades.
Bien, gracias.
Thanks, Abraham. We'll go to Nathan Hill, then Buzz Carrick, then Garrett Melser. Go ahead, Nathan.
Great. Happy New Year, everyone. I'm Nathan Hill from BigDSoccer.com. So I got a question first for Andre, and then I have a question for Nico. Andre, obviously with Pepi's sale, it includes a good infusion of funds for the use by the club to strengthen the first team, build that championship team. But also with, I know, as I've read from some fans, some concern about the team's track record of getting those quality starters out there, identifying those right guys and making sure they fit. I know it's always a challenge. Nothing's guaranteed. So, I mean, do you have permission with Pepi's sale to be more aggressive in the transfer market? All right, do you have permission to really open up the checkbook and bring in the big-time names that you really wanted to bring in to make Nico's vision work?
Hi, Nathan. Thank you for your question. As I mentioned that in the release when we announced the transfer of Pepi, that obviously when the Pepi deal was confirmed, we had to sit down again and rediscuss our strategy in this window. And I know Dan, Clark, myself, Nico, we're all committed to try to find the best possible player that can fit exactly what Nico wants for our team, and we're going to be aggressive, and we believe we can find this player, and we have resources now to go find this player and spend money that we believe is enough to find that player that will help us reach a higher level. So yes, we're going to be aggressive this window, depending how it goes. If we need the summer transfer window also to bring players, we'll do that. But that's what I mentioned in my initial statement, and Nico said that we're working really hard because we know we need to find the right player, the right fit to make that impact in our team right away.
Well, one quick follow-up. Is there any update on Justin Shea's status? Does it look like he's going to stick around, or is there still interest in Germany?
Justin, there's constant interest from clubs in Europe on him. Right now, he will be here with us, but the window still open. We need to see how it goes. We have interest from European clubs in him, and we're discussing the options with him, with his staff, his family, and obviously here with Nico and the staff.
Thank you. And one question for Nico. Just, I know there was a good question about Franco Jara already, but a lot of fans are curious. I know there's rumors about Jesus signing a deal, but a new deal. But curious where you see Jesus fitting into your vision for the team. Is he going to be in competition for a lone striker up top, or continue in that more of a playmaker role?
Yeah, I think we all know that Jesus is a number 9, and then he had to adapt a different position because of the quality of other players like Jara and Pepi, and then he had to adapt because he's very smart player, but he's going to be a 9 for us.
A question for Nico Estevez. You basically have a third of your roster open, roughly. Any concerns about the timeline? When does the window open? The transfer window open for MLS? And do you have any concerns about how little time you have before camp opens, given you have so many players? As far as we can tell, you may have players we haven't announced yet, but it seems you have a large gap in your roster in terms of players needing to be filled and such like that.
Hi, Baz. Good question, but I think we have a good base of roster already. I'm not worried. I prefer to be slow in these things and be detailed in what we are looking for. And also, we need to understand the market, right? And sometimes the players that we will like is not the right market to do the deal. And maybe we have to wait in summer because it's a bigger open market. And then I'm very happy what we have right now and what is coming, and then we'll be detailed on what we want to bring, and we won't rush on these decisions because I think it's important we made the right decision.
And when does the window open? Transfer window.
February 10th.
February 10th.
February 10th, is that what you
Yeah.
said?
Yes, correct.
Thank you.
All righty, we're going to go to Garrett, then back to Abraham. Go ahead, Garrett.
Hey guys, Garrett Holster from FCDOS.com. My question is for Nico about the SuperDraft next week. How you've been through this with Columbus, generally, do you have like a typical philosophy when drafting players? Like, do you try to fill out maybe specific needs for the squad, or do you kind of just go with the best player on the board with the highest upside?
It depends, Garrett. It depends because sometimes you have very clear needs, and then you go for that. And other times you just pick the best player available in that moment. I think if we all know the draft, you can have a general idea about what you want, but the things is sometimes it moves in a different ways, and then you have to be prepared and ready to make the different decision and adjust and adapt. And I think this is what we're doing these days, is preparing ourselves to make the right decision in the right moment and be able to adapt if we need.
Thanks, Garrett. We'll go back to Abraham from Al Dia and the Dallas Morning News.
André, buenas tardes. ¿Cómo estás?
Todo bien, Abraham.
André, acabas de mencionar que con la venta de Ricardo Pepi van a buscar un jugador que se ajuste a las necesidades de Nico. También acabas de decir que Jesús juega de número 9. ¿Quiere decir eso que posiblemente Franco Jara fuera o salía del equipo y sería transferido toda vez de que van a buscar a otro jugador, de que Jesús va a ser el número 9 y que tal vez Franco no tenga cabida en el equipo?
No, eso no es correcto. Franco está aquí con nosotros, contamos con él. Creemos que para nosotros necesitamos competencia en todas las posiciones y queremos jugadores que como, bueno, teníamos Pepi, teníamos Franco, tener Jesús, Franco, para nosotros es muy importante porque la calidad se mantiene alta, independiente de quién juega. Jesús, como Nico habló, que se ve 9, pero es un jugador que puede hacer otras funciones también, entonces es importante tener a alguien como Jesús que puede jugar con Jara si hay alguna posibilidad y algún partido que necesite eso. Entonces, de ninguna manera. Jara, estamos contando con él aquí y estamos seguros que él está muy entusiasmado para hacer una gran temporada también.
We'll go to Steve Davis next. Hey, Steve.
Howdy, everybody. Steve Davis with the Dallas broadcast crew. Maybe this one's for Andre. Andre, can you tell us a little bit more about Marco's new role, exactly what a director of methodology does, and I'm also curious about how he fits into the draft plans. And then maybe for Nico, I'm wondering about Paxton Comical. We'd always been in the wing, he played inside, and if Nico's developed a little bit of an idea of how best to use Paxton this year. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Steve. Good to see you. Happy New Year. For Marco, he as a director of methodology, something that I had been thinking for a while, and I thought this would be a great opportunity because with the knowledge and the knowledge of the game, the knowledge of the club, and the experience that Marco has in the league, he would help us a lot. And this was something I discussed with Dan and Clark, and they were really on board with this, and especially having someone like Marco to do this job. Marco will be overseeing from academy to the first team, the way the teams train, just to make sure we have the quality of the training, the quality of the way the way we're gonna play the games, the mentoring our coaches, just making sure there is a standard way of training, standard style of play all across the pathway from academy to the first team. So I think with his experience, he helping guiding the coaches we have. I think we were lacking someone that would be overseeing this and helping in training. So he will be on field with coaches in all different levels. He will be helping prepare better the season with the coaches, and he will be working together with Chris Hayden and on all those things that I think will elevate the level even more of our academy teams. And I think there was something that we needed someone like him to be doing this. So we're excited to have him in this role. And with regards to the draft, Marco was responsible. He's just the draft strategy was we just had Nico and I had a meeting with him. We obviously Marco is with the experience he has in so many drafts, and he led us and guided us on this one again. He knows really well the players, so we discuss. We have very. I think it's more clear what we're gonna do now, and with still some adjustments and some details to discuss. But Marco could put us in a very good position that we feel comfortable on for the draft. I may inform you guys that unfortunately Marco will not be here on Tuesday with us for the draft. His father passed away, and he will have to be with his family in San Antonio for the funeral. But he will certainly be missed because he's an important piece for us here. But he will he as I said, he left us in a very good position just to what we're gonna do now on Tuesday, and we have such a very good pick. And I think we can add a good player with that pick.
I believe you had a question for Nico, Steve.
Yes. And about Paxton is more than the position is what spaces is he's gonna use on the field, right? And we feel Paxton is a player that he's really smart, really intelligent, really comfortable with the ball, and then he needs to be around the ball, right? And then it's about how we create the spaces that he can make the impact that his quality can provide to us, right? And it's difficult to compare him in the season that he played more inside, more as a central mid, attacking mid position, and a wide player in last season. First of all, because he was coming from an injury last year, and it's not fair to evaluate him in that position coming from a long injury that he had, and also the team didn't do as well as the other season, and I don't think it's fair to evaluate and compare him in that type of seasons and positions. What is certain clear is he feels more comfortable playing in inside positions, and then we will create the right spaces and right context for him to exploit his quality.
Thank you, gentlemen. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. Go to Nico Mendez, please.
Thank you, I have two questions, one for Andre and one for Nico. I'm also Nico Mendez with Third Degree. Andre, it's a little bit touching off of Steve's question regarding Marco and the director of methodology. I guess, is there any update you can share with us with respect to the coaching search for North Texas?
Yes, I cannot. And we have already found the coach. We're just finalizing the details on negotiations, and we should announce it, I believe, next week. Sometime next week. That's with Gina. So when we're gonna announce it, but the coach search is over, and we're very happy with the coach we're gonna bring for North Texas.
Awesome, thank you, Andre. And then Nico, just now that you've kind of been in the head coach position for a while now, how have you found your transition to be? Is there anything surprising? Are there any frustrations or difficulties that you've noticed so far?
No, I don't think it's any frustration or difficulties. I think every day is a new opportunity, a new challenge to learn, to adjust things, to get things through, and I've been enjoying. It is much different. It's much more responsibility, much more taking care of things that maybe as assistant you don't have to. But I've been enjoying. I'm being around a great group here in Dallas, great staff, and this is very important for me because it's helping me a lot to adapt really quick. But it's different, it's challenging, but it's really exciting.
Awesome, thanks guys.
Thanks, Nico. We'll go to Nathan, then Buzz. Nathan.
Thanks. Yeah, just wanted two more questions for Nico. First one, a little more serious one, what are your expectations for preseason? What are you hoping to see from the players, positional battles, things like that? And the second one is one that, the fans in the Dallas area are passionate about food, about their burgers, their tacos. I'm curious if you've had a chance now you've gotten a little bit settled in the Dallas area, if you've gotten a chance to experience some of the cuisine, if you have any favorites, and share with the fans.
I'm going to start with the second question. Thank you, Nathan. Me and my family also love food, and we had the opportunity to be around different restaurants because we're still waiting our moving truck to arrive to to Dallas, and then we're using this time to know new places, and of course, there's a lot of Mexican restaurants that we love. Barbecue, we also have had sushi. We also had some different. We like to change. We are not very we don't like to repeat a lot. We like to change, and we've been enjoying all kind of food here, and it's a great place to have food. And for the first question, the expectations for the preseason, right? Preseason is a great moment because you get to know each other better. Everyone is fighting for a spot. The roles are not defined yet. And I think the mentality of everyone is great, and it's a very nice moment to do it. The things that I can tell you and the expectations is we're going to work from minute one in the game model, in our principles. And then this is going to allow us to get better our players more in detail, to see what the needs are on them and see how we can progress and advance into the game model.
All right, thanks, Nathan. We'll go back to Buzz and then to Victor. Go ahead, please, Buzz.
Hi, this question can be actually for both of you. Homegrowns are a large aspect of what this club does. Should we expect some homegrowns for this season? I have been saying that Antonio Cura is ready and should be a homegrown. So what's the status on that aspect of the organization?
Buzz, yes. As you said, it's in our DNA here, and we're always looking for the players that are from our academy. We'll have a few of them joining us in preseason that Nico can know them better, than can see how they play, just like we did with Benny last year, for example. And we'll see, and also for North Texas, where obviously they will be a huge part in it. So there you can expect to see some homegrowns in the preseason, and then the decision on signing them or not will come later. But we'll have many of them joining North Texas as well.
Thanks, Buzz. We'll go to Victor from the Striker.
Victor Arizo from the Striker, Texas, for Andre. Just wondering if there's any comment on the athletic report about Jesus Ferreira.
Well, we as you guys know by now, since I got here, there's so many deals we signed with homegrowns, and we want to keep them here. Jesus, such a special player. He had a great year. He's with the national team, and we want to keep him longer. There is no secret on that. So whenever is the moment, if we have any agreement in place, you guys will be informed. But at this point, there's not much else to say. But other than as other homegrowns, that we try to keep them as hard as that we can. Sometimes it's hard to find against European markets, but Jesus is another one that we want to have to see him continue to play for FC Dallas.
Another one for Andre. In terms of the SuperDraft, you guys are obviously known for fabricating homegrowns, but how much value do you still see in the college game?
Well, we have some examples here in the club that how important they were in our history, and how they helped our teams here. Matt, Ryan, and more recently Nicosi is doing great with us. We just re-signed him, player that we brought from draft in 2020. So there's a lot of value. We're watching some very interesting players that are coming out from college right now. They're going to be in the draft, and if there is a possibility, we think with the pick we have, we can certainly find a player that could help us, and maybe in the first season, but certainly some that will have mid-term that will be important for our team.
Just one more. There's one for Nico. You mentioned Jesus' role as number 9, but just kind of want to go a little bit into how important do you see him to your squad this year?
You know, Jesus is a really important player for FC Dallas. Not this year, every year, and he has shown every single year that he has had a good season. The team has helped the team a lot, and I think he had a good mentality last year, even when the things didn't go in the way that the team wanted. He had a great mentality and tried to help the team to get the results. And he's going to be a really important player. He's from here. He's coming from the academy, and he has shown with playing with numbers how important it is for the team, and he's going to have the same importance that he had before.
Alrighty, thanks, Victor. We'll wrap it up with Jose Oliveros. Go ahead, Jose.
Good morning, Nico. Jose Oliveros por Amor al Fútbol. Nico, para conocer un poco más de tu forma de trabajo, tu forma de ser como entrenador, a mí me seducen mucho los números. ¿Qué tan importantes son las estadísticas, el video para ti a la hora de preparar los partidos, ¿no? Y te escuchaba decir en inglés que estás conforme con la plantilla, con lo que hay en el FC Dallas. Sin embargo, si tuvieras la oportunidad, o ¿cuál sería tu primera elección en fortalecer el mediocampo, la delantera, la defensa? ¿Qué estás buscando como ese primer refuerzo?
Bueno, yo creo que igual ha habido un error en la traducción del inglés al español y sí lo he dicho de esa forma. Yo creo que he dicho que hay una base buena con la que se puede trabajar y empezar a trabajar, pero evidentemente debemos de mejorar al equipo, ¿vale? Eso quería decirlo. Evidentemente, saliendo Pepi y los números que ha hecho Pepi adelante y saliendo un jugador de la parte delantera, pues es normal que queramos buscar un jugador ofensivo ahí. No voy a determinar qué posición, pero sí ofensivo. Y luego, pues bueno, hay ciertas áreas que debemos seguir mejorando como equipo y que hubo una serie de carencias y que queremos mejorar. Y en cuanto a mi estilo de entrenamiento y los datos, yo creo que estamos en un país, Estados Unidos, en lo que los datos pues es importante para la gente. Yo creo que los datos es algo que puede ayudar, pero hay que saber utilizarlos, ¿no? Entonces, el problema es cuando la gente utiliza los datos sin saber utilizarlos o no sabe exactamente para qué utilizarlos o únicamente para que le apoyen para tener razón en algo y cambiar al día siguiente y utilizarlos en diferente modo. Entonces, por lo tanto, con los datos hay que tener mucho cuidado porque pueden confundir mucho a la gente si no se sabe exactamente para qué son utilizados. Y el vídeo, por supuesto, ¿no? Estamos ante una nueva era en cuanto a tecnología. El vídeo es un factor muy importante que yo, por ejemplo, utilizo mucho. Creo que los jugadores aprenden mucho viendo el vídeo y para nosotros como cuerpo técnico también, ¿no? Entonces sí te he podido responder a las preguntas.
Alrighty.
Sí. Muchas gracias.
Alrighty. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here to join us for our media availability. Andre, Nico, thank both of you. Reminder, the Super Draft is Tuesday. We'll have details about a potential media availability surrounding the Super Draft on Monday of next week. And, of course, you got the training schedule yesterday. The first real big training will be Tuesday, the 18th, that Tuesday. Players reporting on the 16th, doing a small training on the 17th. Yep. First big training is Tuesday, the 18th. Much more information on that, though, to come next week as well. In the meantime, thanks, guys. Good to see each and every one of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. See ya.